Uvalenga magwala kweli ntaba wo.
Uvalenga magwala kweli ntaba. Umayebona sekufika
Sunborn Bafodi. Today we're going to be looking at some more of the Meinhof prefix system, which begins today with 11 to 15. Remember, we did 2 previous lessons. Here are 15 of the prefixes. Actually, there are more, but as we said last time, the prefixes influence the whole sentence of Zulu. The sentence with the adjective, the verb, etc., all takes on the particular prefix that is used for the noun. So, looking at the last ones today, 11 to 15. The first one, looking at a stick, uti. Remember, H after a consonant takes the explosive sound, so it's uti, not uti, but uti, a stick. And then if we go further and we look at a horn, upondo, again, H giving the explosive sound, upondo. Here is upondo, and it is the ulu sound, 11 being ulu. Sometimes you only see the u, but you need to know what the prefix is because the lu part will be added to other parts of the sentence. So, upondo. Then if we look at a log, ugodo, ugodo. And then if we look at honey, uju. There is another word for honey which is simply bees, inyosi, a bee. It is perhaps not the best word, but most Zulus tend to use the word inyosi for honey. But the more correct word is uju. And now we're looking at the plural, so class 12. So izinti or sticks, izinti, would become like that. Sticks, izinti. Now there's no H, so it's not izinti, but izinti. Then the horns becomes izimpondo, izimpondo. You see, the plural of ulu is izi, unless it is a word like honey we'll get to later, which has no plural. It remains as singular as it is in English. So izimpondo, horns. Then if we look at logs, which is the plural, logs, izingodo, izingodo. Try and say it, even if you're listening to the lesson, say it to yourself, izingodo. Now the plural then of honey is not iziju, but is simply uju again. You need to know when there is no plural, it doesn't take the izi, as is done in English. Honey remains honey in English. Now looking at class 13, there is no singular for that. We're just going to leave it. The first, now number 14 is the ubu. It is used for examples ubuso, the face of a person, ubuso, like his face, ubuso. Now the word ubuntu is a very important word in Zulu because it means humaneness, ubuntu. You could take that symbolically, ubuntu. In Africa, it is used all over in South Africa, but among the Zulus, ubuntu simply means humaneness or friendship, being kindly, looking after your neighbor, community, etc. And it is a system that can be used to express a number of feelings about warmth and good neighborliness, etc. And it comes from the word ubuntu. Then if we look at ukudla, ukudla is food. And here is an example, food, Ukudla. Remember the DL is not shla, as many whites pronounce it, but ja. Ukudla. And then another concept would be death, ukufa. And these do not have a plural, ukufa. Now, I usually try and end each lesson with something interesting, and today we'll look at an idiom in Zulu, and it is ingwe idla ngamabala, which literally means a leopard eats by its spots. And of course the meaning would be, if you work it out, because its spots act as a camouflage, thus it draws other animals closer, or it can get closer to it, to its prey. So it lives by its talent, meaning each person survives off his or her talent. Let's say it again. Ingwe idla ngamabala. So goodbye for now, salani kahle, and next time I hope to show you how the prefixes are used in the sentences.
Uvalenga magwala kwelintaba wo.
Uvalenga magwala kwelintaba.
Umayebona
sekufika
into
ukuthi namhlanje